TitleMatchNetwork.com.
You worked a little bit of Mid-Atlantic territory.
Yes,
I think you were Giant Baba when you debuted, right?
Yeah, I was working for Vince, and it was kind of like the Pat O'Connor thing. I was called to go down for a guest appearance in Greensboro, North Carolina, and it turns out I was working with Giant Baba, and I hadn't worked for his company yet, so it was kind of scary for me. But anyway, I got in the ring, and you know, he's a big man from a foreign country, and here I am, little Jimmy Raschke from Nebraska, but they introduced me as Baron Von Raschke from someplace else. Anyway, we went out, and 3 or 4 minutes into the match, they were all hooting and hollering for Baba. You know, there's no accounting for people's taste. There I was, cute as a bug. Anyway, we had a great match, and everybody was happy with it. So.
Now, there was a lot of good talent down in the Mid-Atlantic area when you were down there.
And then they asked me to come down, is what I was going to say. But yeah.
What are your memories of Ricky Steamboat, young Ricky Steamboat?
Fantastic performer, gentleman, nice guy. What I know of him, he was first class guy, first class worker.
You started teaming up also with Greg Valentine. Memories of being with Greg and
the Hammer.
Yep.
Also a great guy, and just great partner.
You had some great matches against Orndorff and Jimmy Snuka.
Oh yeah,
and I remember the crowd heat was amazing.
Yeah, that was. In my own opinion, they were fantastic matches because Snuka was just this super worker, and just off the wall at the time. You know, nobody was flying off the ropes like he did, and then he initiated most of that. They do it a lot nowadays, but he did it with meaning and with force and with power. And yeah, it was. And Paul Orndorff was such a great athlete and such a great physical specimen.
What were your impressions of Steamboat and Jay Youngblood as a tag team?
Well, they were like dynamite as far as a tag team because they were both young guys, personality-wise, and all the girls were gaga. You know, it was amazing because it was just like an automatic boom.
You actually started to go babyface for a little bit around that period of time when you and Paul Jones split up. What are your memories of being a babyface down there?
Well, you mean back when people started to understand who I really was.
Right.
Yeah, I was misunderstood for years and years and years. I just couldn't believe. But anyway, I was. It was kind of fun, you know. Paul and I had a real good run. Paul's we had this little tiff where I was, I guess, the underdog for a while, and but we've since made up, and we're still good friends. And I like Paul a lot. He's an interesting guy.
You also worked the Georgia territory for Georgia.
Yeah.
Was Ole booking when you went in? Or was it Barnett?
Barnett. Oh no, Bill Watts was the booking when I went in. Bill Watts.
What are your memories of Bill?
Bill was Bill, and
was he a bully?
He's kind of pompous. Is the best word I could think of. But he was pompous. I'd met him before. He's okay, but he was into being Bill and stuff, and which is okay because I guess he was successful in other places. He wasn't very successful there, and then they replaced Bill with Ole, and Ole was stuck in a rut, but he was okay too. I mean, there are people I worked for. I can't. You know, I don't want to knock them because they were just doing what they thought was best.
Who were some of the guys that you worked with in the Georgia territory? What were some of the guys as far as talent goes?
Oh, Tommy Rich,
Piper? Was Piper there?
Roddy Piper. No,
Not yet. Okay.
not yet. Tommy Rich. I haven't thought about this for a long time.
What year is this? 7.
Don't ask me years.
All right. DiBiase maybe.
Teddy might have been there. I'm not sure. I worked with Teddy several times, mostly in St. Louis, though. I don't think I worked with him there. But maybe I did. I don't really recall. They had great talent going through there. The guy that got killed in Puerto Rico.
Bruiser Brody.
Bruiser Brody was there. They had great talent. I don't know. I worked with them, and I worked with them all. I just don't remember. Tonight, in this minute.
Gotcha.
I'm old.
How old are you now?
Older than I should be. I'm
Yeah.
71.
71? Wow. Memories of
July 30th, 2011.
what led you to leave the AWA?
Poverty.
Huh.
I just had other opportunities, so I left them 3 times. So
All right. Then you went to work for Jim Crockett Jr. for a little bit.
Yeah.
You came in and you worked a little bit with Ivan and Nikita.
yeah, that was the second time I went down.
Right. What are your memories of working with Ivan?
Dusty Rhodes was booking.
Right.
Well, Barry Darso, who was working as one of the Colos, got hurt on TV, I think, in the ring, and I happened to call Dusty, my old friend, who was my partner down in Dallas, and we'd seen each other a few times over the years. And anyway, I called Dusty, and I was looking for a place to go because I'd taken some time off to watch my son play football, and I needed work. So I called him, and he says, well, we do have a spot. And Barry had unfortunately, busted his knee really, really, really bad, or leg, I don't know what it was. But, so I went down there and teamed up with the Kolos, the two Kolos.
Easy.
Oh, piece of cake, yeah, they were great. And we worked mostly with the Road Warriors and whoever, and they, but by then they were just piece of cake too. They were great.
You also teamed up with the Barbarian. I believe it was for the Crockett Cup in '86. I forgot who you guys worked.
Huh?
I forgot who you guys worked at the Crockett Cup '86.
Who we worked with?
Yeah. Do you remember who you worked at the Crockett Cup? I don't remember.
Tito Coppa was involved in that, wasn't he, or not?
I'm not sure. I know you were managed by Paul Jones. You became part of the Paul Jones Army.
And yeah, I just.
That's when you started feuding with Jimmy Valiant.
I did. Yes.
Did you like Dusty as a booker? A lot of people say, he was a decent booker, and other people have a different opinion on him.
I love Dusty. I love Dusty as a person because he's a friend of mine. He has wild and crazy ideas which work, and he's all they're wild and crazy, but they're based in the central core of wrestling, and I mean it's not so fantastic that it's not fun to watch. Yeah, I love Dusty.
Watch thousands of exclusive shoot interviews right now on TitleMatchNetwork.com.